Hey backpackers, if you are flying on an airplane to your next backpacking destination, do not make this mistake. Hey guys, this is Epic, and I just want to tell you a little story about something that happened to me recently that was kind of a bummer, and I wanted to make sure that I made a video for you guys and talked about it because I think it's something that you guys can prevent as backpackers, something I definitely learned a harsh and expensive lesson from, and that is how to pack your backpack on an airplane. So just recently, I took a trip down to Florida with my family, and I decided to take my Dan Durston backpack with me down to Florida as just my regular luggage. I had some prohibitive items in it, so I had to check my bag, and for the first time ever, I didn't put a pack cover on my backpack. Normally, when I'm on an airplane, I'm traveling to some backpacking destination, so I have things in the pockets on the outside, and so to prevent them from falling out on the conveyor belt, I've always used some sort of a protective layer on my backpack. Usually it's some sort of like a trash bag, duffel bag, some sort of cover on the outside of my backpack. But this time, just because I was using it as regular luggage, I didn't have anything packed on the outside, so I wasn't worried about it. And so I decided not to use a pack cover, and I threw my bag on the conveyor belt. Well, 12 hours later, I got it back off of the conveyor belt, and it looked like this. As you can see, there's black marks on there. It looks like somebody ran it over with tires, but I think what happened is it got caught in the conveyor belt. And then the front side here, I can actually stick my finger through this hole right here. So this backpack is also no longer water resistant. It got tore up pretty bad. So my next step was to get on the Frontier Airlines customer service portal and file a claim saying that my luggage has been damaged. And I had to go through a really long, painstaking process before I finally got them to agree to compensate me for my losses. That took a really long time. If you guys have ever dealt with baggage claim for lost or damaged luggage, you know that it's no fun to actually go through that process. After which I had to go try to find a replacement for my Dan Durston backpack. And the first thing I found out was that they were sold out everywhere. I could not find this backpack to save my life to replace it. I eventually ended up getting on the Dan Durston Gearheads forum, telling people my plight and asking if anybody had a backpack for sale, and some people were good enough to sell me a brand new one, so I got it replaced. But if you want to avoid a process like this, the best thing that you can do is put a pack cover on your bag when you decide that you're going to travel to an out-of-state destination to do your backpacking. People on the forum were recommending things like the cheap blue tarp IKEA bags to protect your backpack. Also, duffel bags are a great thing to be able to put on there. The only problem with a duffel bag is if you're heading directly to the trail from the airport, you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do with this stuff once you go on trail. And for that reason, my number one recommendation for a pack cover on the trail is the Z-Packs airport backpack cover. The reason I like this one is because I don't actually have to figure out what to do with it once I get off the plane on the other end. If I'm hiking like one of the big three and I know that I'm going directly from the airport to the trail, all I have to do is take this off the outside of my bag once I get to the end of the line, and then this becomes my pack liner and my waterproofing on the inside of the bag. This thing runs about $60, I think, at Z-Packs. It's got a real convenient carrying handle. It's just roll top with Velcro and a couple of clips, just like most of their backpacks are. And this has really worked out. Every time I have used this, I have never had a single problem with my backpack. Now, even though I wasn't putting this on my pack for the purpose of damage, I was just putting on it for the purpose of loose items on the outside, I can tell you that anytime I've used this, I've never had a single mark on my bags. Well, that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you learned something from my mistakes. If you like these videos, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon down at the bottom so you can be notified when we make future content. You can also check us out at Epic Outdoors on Instagram. Now get off your butts. Go play outside.